What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah. Keep listening.
You can do it. I think she'll do it. Hopefully she'll do it. Hello and welcome into the Monday edition of Your Show. My name is Gary, still your host around here, and this show, as far as we know, the only one originating out of Saskatoon on the internet, going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and always so grateful and thankful to kick off each and every show with that, because that means we're doing something different, and in the world of the crazy, wild, wild west that is the internet, it's the only way you can stand out. Everybody just tries to copy each other, and it's so silly. So be different, and it'll work out, I promise you. And to thank you even more so, we have a camera second to none. As far as cameras go on the internet, this one probably makes more than all the other ones combined, at least in love and, cuteness. Definitely in cuteness. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Mickey Cam.
Perfect
See how
pose.
she's doing. She got on there. She got on there quick. One more time. There it is. Oh, I got a little too much. There we go.
Come on, Gary.
That's not your fault.
Guys.
It's not on you, Maggie.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
She
Good
looks
girl.
So worried.
Yeah.
She wins this round. You guys.
I'm
What the heck? We're supposed to be.
Why would you sit like that? I'm so
We're
freaking
supposed
idiot.
She got about 20 minutes of belly rubs for me today.
I need
So
a flip. We got LB on the ones and twos today. I still got the Commander Cookout edition
I hope
of
they
our
can
stream
hear us.
deck going on. Oh, they definitely can. It's all good. This is a little teaser for what's about to come for everybody. If you're really good at knowing voices, you'll know what's about to happen here. It's a very
You'll
special
know
day.
one of them.
All of them. Dare I say all. All right, Morgan Freeman, take it away.
I don't know why Gary always has to clear his throat whenever he calls me on, but here we are. The Maggie Cam, proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet out on Haight Street. They are your pet's natural grocery. And you're wondering why Margaret looks so incredibly ugly. Well, that would be because she went in for the brand new grooming services being offered at Pet Planet on 8th Street. Only $60 for this beautiful blowout. It's unbelievable. Everywhere she goes, they say, "Oh my goodness, do you ever look amazing?" And then we respond with thank you. That thanks goes to our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, who now offer grooming services. Again, so affordable, $60 for the hair blowout. Apparently, there was hair everywhere, as she has a lot, so they can handle your dog as well. They also have their breeding dog, Leroy, who says hello to you as he sleeps right by the door with his beautiful bed and welcomes you in and walks you up to the till to say hi to Mike or Rochelle. And then the shopping doesn't stop. They have the most affordable puppy spa in the universe right there in-house at the back, right beside the fridge full of all those raw foods. If you're looking to make that change, they have an entire wall dedicated to all the dry foods that your heart desires. They have all the toys as well. They have treats galore, bones on sale every Tuesday and Thursday, jerseys strewn throughout the store, because there's nothing worse than your puppy being a turncoat and cheering for the wrong team. As well, they have beds, exercise pens, fashion aisles full of all the booties, the sweaters, the bunny hugs, and everything else you need to keep your puppy warm. And most of all, they care. They show that by staying open after hours and on weekends. Thanks to Kirsten and Chris, they understand it's hard to get in during traditional business hours with how hard life is out there. So, it is time for you to make that change. It is time for you to stop supporting the big corporations and bring that support back to the people who deserve it most. The mom and pop shops in this beautiful city of ours. And one of the best places to do that is over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer.
Morgan Freeman bringing it here. So worth the $4 million a month, eh?
Yeah.
Couple of IOUs going to Mr. Freeman there, but we'll get there eventually.
Sorry, we know you're good for it.
Yes, that's what we do here.
He's just happy for the voiceover work.
Yeah, he's
He's so not busy. The voices you hear should instantly take you back to the life-changing weekend that was February 28th and March 1st, as All four of us, five of us, counting LB, our first ever journey through the telemiracle life. And if you guys are anything like myself, I still haven't fully caught up, and that's okay because you ride that telemiracle high for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cast of Telemiracle 50, fresh off of breaking the record for most ever raised $10.5 million, give it up for Matt Donlevy, Clayton Croker, and Miles Morrison.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
The Backstage Lounge Show, guys.
Yeah.
This is sort of what my dream was, is getting the boys in and talking about all the craziness that went down as our lives changed forever.
Yeah, we can't really use it as an excuse anymore. Hey, like, you know, I just, telemiracle. Sorry, I didn't get to that.
Yeah.
2 weeks after, it's getting a little ridiculous, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
What a-
telemiracle was crazy busy. Wasn't that 3 weekends ago? Yeah, it's not
That's
easy
how
raising that
crazy
much
it was.
money. Sorry.
That's how long the come down is.
Yeah, I've
That's
been
the thing.
asleep
That is
for
the
3
thing.
weekends.
Yeah, just trying to get caught up. LB, silly guy, the week right after, he decided to do Mamma Mia.
No.
So he was with Fireside Singers. He did 2 shows on Saturday, another show on Sunday.
Was he,
And
Pier-
they just
was he
crushed
Pierce
it.
Brosnan?
No, he was Eddie.
Oh.
He was the best. He had some good lines. He
Better?
was
I haven't
He
seen the
was
movie.
drunk, walking around with a bagpipe for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so just like what he does around here,
Just
then.
normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
No,
that
yeah,
was,
big
yeah.
stretch.
It was.
Big
It wasn't
stretch for LB.
acting.
Yeah.
It was more method acting. He's like, I can just do what I do
I
normally.
just wandered out there.
Yeah.
Did
So
my thing.
he's finally getting to catch his breath today.
Yeah.
Basically, is what that means. Like the whole studio was
Wild.
just basically in a hold, to use a production term.
Just put it in autopilot. We got it. Just put
Yeah.
it on the one angle. We'll just go off. And, you just take the day, man. You're good. Yeah.
He seems like he's
long as
pretty
Gary's here, he's
back
not
together.
good.
Yeah.
We all know that.
That's
Did
the thing.
you have to take down your whole backstage lounge that night in order to have it up the next day?
You guys, you want to hear a story?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What did
Really?
everyone
This is
do?
why we're here.
Yeah,
To
this is what I want to
decompress
Yeah,
ask.
okay,
and
yeah,
talk
yeah.
this
What
is-
did you? Oh, I got
okay.
a story for what I did
So
after.
as-
It sucked.
as
yeah.
all-
Yeah, I want to hear
It
yours
sucked.
too.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, we gotta hear Gary's.
Okay, so we do the done at 5. We all go back. The reception, everyone's sort of still riding real high, and we get acknowledged, which was super cool. I don't know about you guys, but just to be sitting there and then having them be like the cast, and then the cast, all you guys, and then to have the backstage lounge. Like, obviously, it was in my head, but it felt like the biggest pop of the night, just because we were so invested in it, and there was so much happiness and joy right after there, and then to hear us get acknowledged in front of the entire squad, like the Canadians,
That was insane.
everyone, it was
It
just
was
like,
nuts.
oh. And then everyone's talking, all right, yeah, we're going to go and keep this party going. And I'm sitting there, it's like, oh, I look back behind this, I see our 5 guys just working away, tearing down.
Sweating.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I'd really love to go and hang out with everybody, but I got to go grab a cube van from Nickel Plumbing and Heating. I got to rip back, we got to load her up, we got to rip it back to this studio, and then maybe by then I might be able to meet up with you guys. So everyone sort of went their separate ways. We got the cube van, drove her in, filled her up, and I forgot to hit the latch to close it. Classic amateur move. So I'm driving down Lauren Avenue, back wide open, all of our gear. And they're like, oh, I can't believe we did Telemiracle. Got Maggie beside me in the Q van. She's like, why the hell am I up so high? This is too much. I was all right, we're almost there. I get home, park it out front to let the dog out. I look back, I was like, oh man, did somebody just open this already for us? That's very nice.
God.
But nothing fell out.
Okay,
the
that was my
universe
next
said you've
question.
done a
Oh,
great
thank
thing.
God.
Yeah.
We got very
that is
lucky.
the worst feeling.
That is
LB was back there just holding everything.
trying to. That was my first thought, was LB's going to kill me. But it's not a mistake if you learn from it. That's how this place has been built. Been built on over 1,000 mistakes by far since we started. So I will never forget to fully hook that latch back in again. But that was the whole thing. And then we got in here, we unloaded, and by the time everything was done on that Sunday night, it was about 10:30. And I sent a text out just to see what everyone was at. I was like, yeah, we're just eating and drinking, having a blast. Like, I can't feel my body. Like, my back and my legs were done, and I was like, I can't do this. And so we sat here, and then noon the next day, LB and I sat in here and put it all back together. The last cords were connected at 3:59, and we were on the air at 4.
Crazy.
There you go.
It was
bananas.
nuts.
Yeah.
It was a crazy part. But again, so grateful and so thankful because holy shit, we just did Telemiracle.
Yeah.
Like, that was a wild time.
truly.
So I was riding a high there. Now you sound like you had yourself a little bit of a time.
No, again, like I was like just hanging out with the Kinsmen afterwards, like in the that was super cool in the big hall with like 600 of them or whatever it was.
so
Like it was
wild.
ridiculous. Just kind of getting to meet them and have a couple pops and then go home because then we were like, okay, we're gonna go back to the hotel just to cast and hang out and whatever, kind of catch up. I'm like, I'm going to go home first, put the kids to bed, right? And then
Good
maybe
dad.
I'll,
Good
if there's
dad.
time, go. Because I had to go to work the next day. Like, I was going to wake up at, 3:30, go to work, picked up JoJo. I don't know why I agreed to do that. It was kind of one of those spur-of-the-moment things where, like, I'll drive her to the airport, man, and then driving home. I'm like, why did I just agree to do that? He had a ride.
Drunk plans.
Yeah, he
Like,
totally
we're
had
going
a
to go to
ride.
brunch at 11
Yeah.
a.m.
But I'm like, whatever. And then I
Nothing
was
to
like, I'll
stop
talk to him when I get there and stuff. And yeah, but they had opened the door and there is garbage all over the house.
Oh, no.
All over the house. My dog got into the garbage. One thing we kind of forgot, right? In the hoopla of Telemiracle, left the dog for a little bit longer than maybe we should have, right? Got in the garbage, it was everywhere. Like it was, and she got and she's a blind dog, she doesn't have any eyes, so she was
works.
just moved, just
works.
getting into it
Smells
and really wanted. It was everywhere. And then we had to clean it up. The kids were trying to get it. Just hectic, right? And much like Gary, after I cleaned it up and figured it out, bedtime, it's like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I could go there, have some food and a beer. 11 o'clock, wake up 3 hours later. I'm like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna pack up tonight, try for the summit tomorrow, and then being on the other next day, it was super fun. I don't even remember that day. I was just kind of like, whatever, I'm just gonna
You
talk.
did a really good rundown.
Yeah,
Really
just
good.
just a
Like,
rundown
you're-
of.
and I could tell that your eyes rolled back in your head and
Yeah.
it just like went off.
Yeah,
it was
when he
like
played
it
the
was the
train.
perfect amount of praise and kind of a good wrap of how that weekend went.
I was trying to write it out, but eventually I'm just like, let's just wing it. I was like, let's just kind of go with it and see what happens. So then they had the jot notes of just the people, and then just let's just talk, and then went from there. But yeah, like the easiest day of radio ever, because everyone was just like, man, you do you.
But you still had
It's kinda
emotions.
That's
That's
the
the
thing.
thing.
Everyone
You still
was
were dealing with those
everyone knew that
emotions,
you just
yeah.
had the biggest weekend ever, and they're just kind of like, expectations
go.
were low, so it's just like, do whatever.
I have a odd story from that Sunday too.
I love it.
Everything all wrapped up. I got real good and emotional at the very end of it.
That's the first time you cracked there. I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
there he goes.
I couldn't help myself after 10 and a half and my family connection, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, that all wraps up. We go to the back and have a chat and have a beverage with everybody. We get the good job, everybody. And then I had to leave because 2 months earlier, I had agreed to do a stand-up show for my cousin for his middle daughter's dance at the soccer center
Here we go.
at just off of Attridge.
Well, that's a
VIP
good
right
gig.
there.
You can't turn that
so
down.
if you've never been there, you have two options of doing a show that you can do it in where they play the soccer bad audio, or you do it in the little bar upstairs where
Dude, I did a cake giveaway fundraiser for a soccer team in that exact same place.
Yeah.
Just walking around with a mic.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
something.
so it is something. I got there with about 5 minutes before I was supposed to start, and it is absolute mayhem in there. My cousin is running around yelling at everybody to make more money, and I'm like, this sucks. I've been
At
there.
a birthday party?
No, it's for a fundraiser.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, that's a weird
It could have
thing
been a
to do at
birthday party there too,
Yeah.
but because it was as organized as you can imagine. It was full of people. There's a silent auction that's still live while I'm up doing my thing, and there's 8 people putting their name down on a trip to the Turks and Caicos for a day. It's bad prizes.
To be fair, I'll take that day.
Yeah, it's one day. You fly in, you go drive to a beach and back to the airport, take home.
Sweet.
It's not bad. The mic stand, the stick was too narrow for the threads on the base, so it just came out like a big Bob Barker situation.
Love it.
Felt like Gandalf. I'm tired. If you, for whatever reason,
You shall not laugh.
20, yeah. And
Tired is such an understatement.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm really sugarcoating my actual feelings of exhaustion.
And was this in the bar? Was it
yeah.
okay?
No, this was in the bar.
Yeah.
So I'm yelling my cleanest jokes that I could give a shit about at these people. And thank goodness there was 8 people that could hear me and were enjoying it. And thank goodness about 12 hours earlier I'd played Pink Pony Club, and it's there's children there too. So at the end of the thing, I'm like, guys, okay, I think I've said enough of my stuff, so I'm going to sing this song and I'm going to leave.
Perfect.
And so I sung Pink Pony Club, and I didn't have to finish the song. Everybody sung along with it. So it ended okay, But by the end, I looked at my cousins and like, don't even talk to me. I won't see you. Like, I have to go. And then I went back to the hotel. I got lucky enough to sit with Miles and Kate and George and JoJo and decompress the way I wanted to the whole time.
Yeah.
But word of the wise, if you get to host Tell a Miracle and you're on the whole day, don't do anything on the Sunday evening.
Yeah, we learned.
Yeah.
Other than clean up trash. That sounds
that's a good
not
one.
bad.
Well, just that and bedtime, and I'm just sitting there.
At least
and
you
I'm
were
like, man,
home.
like,
So,
well, I just
like-
doing that math in your head where you're like, man, I could have 3 hours of sleep, and I was just like, I ended up not going to bed till like 1 anyway. So I'm like, what was I doing? But
I was waiting for you to be like, I got home, the back doors to my vehicle are open. I'm like, oh no, the kids.
oh yeah, totally forgot. That's fine. A lot of good people there. They would have been fine.
Yeah.
They would have been fine.
Yeah.
But no, good weekend.
Yeah.
It was so nuts. Yeah. I went to the hotel right away.
You did it properly.
Yes, you
I
did.
did.
You
You
got
guys-
the best evening.
Yeah,
I think,
not jealous
of
at
all
all.
of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did miss out. Like
Not
it
to
was,
brag, but
it was
Not jealous at
really,
all.
it was really fun. But then also, I felt like, I don't know, like you guys definitely. I don't know. I felt like the cast really bonded afterwards, but I also felt like you guys had already done that. So like, I don't know. It was really fun hanging. Matt, you missed when you left. They did a really touching tribute to your great aunt, who's the first lady?
just my aunt. Yeah,
Your aunt. What's her name again?
Patty.
Patty. And they gave her a quilt. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is while it was like during the massive thank yous to everybody, and everyone in that place is bawling, and it's just like, it was very sweet, very touching, or whatever. But anyway, then we went there, we hung out. I mean, all of that is like a whole podcast in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then like George just like held it down. Like him and Kate just like they were
at
just
the hotel.
Oh man, it was so fun. Just like I could just
crazy.
listen to them
All day.
all day.
All day.
And so again, like same, I didn't get to bed till 1, and then the next day I had my kids and stuff. I fell asleep on the living room floor at 4 in the afternoon. I woke up 4 hours later, no pillow, like just passed out on the floor.
Found a spot.
My wife woke me up. I had like a quick like sandwich or something, like I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. Went back to bed until the next morning at 8 o'clock, like just done. I think my body was just like, that's it. I'm pulling the plug. So
The FOMO was very, very real, to quote the kids.
Oh yeah.
Like as we're putting stuff together, I was texting Sabine, like, hey, how's it going? It's like, oh, it's the best. We're hanging out, we're eating, we're having drinks. You got to get down here. And I'm in the middle of like broken back, lifting stuff through and just like, oh, it sounds so nice. I wish I could be there.
yeah, it
You
was,
know, and it's like, oh. And then like Justine and Shaylin, my God.
Oh,
they're-
yeah.
Like those are my heart ventricles now. We talk like every day. They're like my heroes.
total sweethearts.
And they were right in it too.
Well, at the hotel.
That's what I mean. Like I heard
Shaylin-
Shaylin was keeping everyone up to like 3
She
in the
was
morning.
firing Scud missile burns at
Oh, man.
everybody. Oh,
Yeah.
you couldn't keep up with her. It was.
I feel like
she
I
turned it on.
I set the tone for that when,
Yeah.
just to keep everyone in the loop here. We have all these meetings before, and you go over stuff. And Shaylin, who's co-hosting the Backstage Lounge with yours truly, told the two comedians, saying, "Hey, by the end of the weekend, I want your best chair joke. Okay, your best wheelchair joke." And so we fast
She's in
forward.
one. If
Yes,
you don't,
yes.
she's.
Not
She's not
looking
just
to-
making
It's not
fun
just
of-
hey.
Important context. She's not just
You
an
guys are
awful-
funny.
Surely you can make fun of someone in a wheelchair, right? With it being something just funny. It's like, ooh. So anyway, she puts that challenge out. And as we are all cheering at the end of the thing, Tammy's up there, is giving acknowledgments to everybody. And it's just this big, heartwarming moment. And me being me, for some funny reason, I look over at Shaylin as everyone else is standing up. And I say, geez, Shaylin, you know, maybe have a little respect for what's going on here. Maybe stand up a little bit. And the whole table joked. And it's just that tight-knit community to be able to be comfortable enough to say that. And then to look over at both of you guys like, hey, you guys got anything? It's like, no, man, you just won. Congratulations.
Yeah.
There's
And
no
to have
beating
it,
that one.
because when it's coming from a loving place and like she was clapping and it was a whole thing, it was a perfect cherry on top for not just the weekend as a whole, but the bonding of the friendship. It's like we've reached this point because Cal's been teaching me chair humor since his accident. Like that's sort of a thing that you just, like the
Nice.
newsroom mentality where it's like you deal with the stuff the way you deal with it. And so to sort of have that little moment when, even after, like to have other people that were there saying that was like a highlight just to, you know, show how close we all are now. It's very cool. So to beat the comedians at something without even thinking about it. I was like, man, we really can do anything during Telemerica weekend.
Yeah, anything's possible.
It was crazy. So cool.
There's magic in the air.
$10.5 million. Best in the history of 50 attempts now. The top getter.
Yep.
And we were a small part of that, boys. You guys, I got to tell you, when I got my couple tastes of the big stage, like you guys all saw me. I'm like,
I was on stage.
We were there in the
yeah.
morning. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff in the morning together.
That was like,
Yeah.
that is a lot of different compared to, hey, go to the backstage lounge. Like our script for the backstage lounge was 3 pages. I have it over here.
Yeah,
So
but you guys were
these people-
humming.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Is
It was the
all-
last minute stuff. Everyone was just like, "Oh, you got to go to the backstage lounge."
that was
'Cause
it.
the backstage lounge ended up being so awesome that everyone was like, "Hey, you got to go check out this
Yeah.
backstage lounge."
Maggie was
Every
getting
time we
pictures
went
of
back
people.
there, it was like, "Hey, we're scheduled to go back there." We come back, they're like, "You're
Lineups.
13th."
There was
Yeah,
lineups.
it's like,
we
okay,
checked
well,
on you
bye.
a couple
Yeah,
times.
just-
We're like,
yeah.
oh, you can't get in to see
Yeah.
Gary. Who
Yeah,
are
right.
you?
It was just
We're
yeah.
part of the cast.
It was-
too bad.
it was
There's
just
a
like
guy
that-
with a clipboard, like,
It was like Ninth or Roxbury.
bricks
It was-
back in the line.
It was Ninth or Roxbury the entire time. We were the Mutabis
wait
just
to
trying to
get in.
get in.
I was trying to
like-
slip him a 20 to get it like pumped up, and he's like,
we
"No, man, this club is too hot."
yeah.
I swear, man, check the schedule. I'm supposed to be on Miles Morrison.
I know. I know
Miles.
Gary.
He's like,
I know
never-
Gary. I know
never
him.
heard of him.
Gary. Let
Oh,
me.
you guys.
I made this joke about Shaylin. It was super fun. You had to be there. You had to be there.
Like the whole thing was planned. Like we had every hour for the cast members to come in, and every
Yeah.
time someone would come, it would be lined up because we would have so many people that wanted to continue their story, which just fed into the reason why we were there and why it was so successful, because it was this other platform for people to continue their story after getting off the big stage. So we were thinking it would be like cast heavy, where you guys would come because we'd be like killing time, where in reality everybody wanted to get on there. So it was this show, like being live for an hour is just this show done 22 times in a row. And I can do this show in my sleep because I'm the one that's guiding and I'm the one driving and I'm in control. That's easy. When we flip the switch over to the big stage, all of a sudden I'm talking to an earpiece guy, I'm getting a mic, like I'm doing this and they're just getting me all ready to go. I got a card that tells me what to say. Like my first one was with JoJo, and not knowing any of like the way these on-air presentations, or OAPs as they're called in the biz, I learned that now.
Oops.
Jason goes.
Like
Like
you're
you're
how they feel. Oops.
Tisdale Ope.
Tisdale Oak.
you don't let them touch the mic. I remembered that. I had just talked to a guy named Chris who had come out with this group, so I assumed he was the guy that was going to talk on behalf of everyone, when in reality it was this lady. So I go, Chris, there's a lot going on. I was like, I'm not talking. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then I find out this person's talking, and they talk. And me being all excited for the amount of money, $21,500, that's incredible. I announced the money, and JoJo just looks at me like, no, man, you got to let them announce it. So right off the bat, I had screwed up like 3 times, and no one yelled at me, which was awesome. But I felt like I let everybody down because it was all about directing and listening to your orders instead of just going with the flow of what you're doing.
But the people watching didn't know, right? That's a technical
have no
behind the scenes thing, right? They don't know that you let the people know. So
And
it's
that's
not like
the
the
thing.
people watching are like, "Hey, that guy didn't let the kin people
Not a
yell."
single
yells.
person even
Hey,
knew that.
Nobody out
hey,
there's
I'm
keeping
writing an
score.
email
Yeah.
right now. No one's watching like that, right? Again, one time, like there was they had a donation and then they were going to perform, but I said I thought the donation was after the performance. So I didn't do the donation, and it was like, oh man, I was forgetting. Like he was like, oh, I messed up, man. I'm feeling bad. It's like no one will just throw it in afterwards. It's not really that big
That's
of a
the
deal.
beauty.
And it's
Everyone
like,
can go
oh,
with it.
okay, yeah. And again,
Yeah.
they didn't. No one noticed. Like it's not like someone's like, I thought they scheduled. Like it's not like the viewer has a script that they're like, hey, they scheduled a donation at that point, and they missed it. Hey, wait a second here. No, everyone fired.
The
Get out.
pressure,
Yeah,
the
like-
pressure we put on ourselves as the new guys, I guess, is what it was, right?
Definitely new guy jitters.
Yeah. Like we got told we were going out into the crowd. Whatever you do, just stare into the camera. All you gotta do is just look in the camera. First thing, camera comes on. Hey guys, yeah. I didn't look at the camera for the first like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's like he kept trying to get me in, and they said in our earpiece, but my earpiece was in the wrong ear, it was in my left ear, so it wasn't even in, so I couldn't hear any of the direction. So he's like, do you hear that? I was like, I heard something. I don't
That's
know.
funny.
Like, what am I doing? here?
Yeah.
You know, and you guys help and you carry. Like with JoJo, when you're about to do the Pink Pony Club, he didn't know he was singing right after. So
Yeah.
as we're walking across
That
the
was funny.
stage, you're
I
like,
just
yeah,
yelled at
JoJo,
him.
you're up, yeah. And I look at him as we're going. He's like, what do you need, man? He's like, just give me a couple seconds to go get my son. Like, you got it. So it looked like I was just giving him like, hey, I love you, buddy. But in reality, we're actually producing as we go. So then I sit down, we shoot the shit for a minute.
Yeah,
And
that
he comes
was-
up and you guys crush it.
And they loved it in the truck because they had to fill time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You and I had to kill like 4 minutes at
We
the
were-
very end.
We
too.
were on it, yeah.
it
And that's
was
the thing. That's what we bring. We're used to this stuff.
Yeah.
I was so gassed during that. I came out with the pink pony.
Yeah.
Dancing
Quick
around in the
shake,
background.
quick kiss on JoJo's head.
it's
Just
beautiful.
wave. God, I was like, I am out of energy.
Yeah.
And that's more of that Telemiracle magic. Like, I've never been a fan of that song, but when you guys did it, I was all about it. Like, this is how I want it to be done.
When we were first figuring out that song, Kyle and Aaliyah were like, we're kind of thinking the Keith Urban version. So I'm like, all right. So that Chaperone one's fine. It's very popular. It's not my cup of tea. The Keith Urban one knocks. The song is really, really good, and it's in a range that fits my range. And I sent it to JoJo, and he's like, yeah, that's good. Maybe one step further down, and then we figured out the arrangement. And then we actually hadn't practiced it till like that day, like maybe right before our sound check the day before.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other. I was like, man, this is gonna cook. And you're right. I mean, it was 1 a.m., so like four people saw it, and the people in the audience. But the people that did, they're like, oh man, that looked really good on TV.
Yeah.
You guys should record that as a single.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was really fun.
JoJo's the next phone call. Like, JoJo's the guy I want to get on here. Justine and Shaylin want to get on here.
You need a
And,
ramp.
Yeah.
Back.
I
Well,
was-
we
I
go
was-
right through here. We go right through here.
Oh, just open up the garage
I was
door.
so pumped that ended up being like, because our second one was supposed to be the second or the next day,
Yeah.
and I was so gassed and I messed it up. I didn't hit the notes. I was like, oh, this
yeah.
sounds bad.
Miles and I sung Father and Son. It's a Flight of the Conchords
Yes.
song
Yeah.
from a live album
Yep.
they did.
I
It was
miffed
no,
it.
well, you couldn't tell. It was great. You sung the dad part, and the dad is like a tired dad in the song.
Yeah, oh, it
it's like
sounds very
character singing.
tired.
perfect.
Yeah, you really nailed it.
Yeah.
I think our first one was fun, but our second one,
yeah.
like it was midnights and not that many people are watching. I got quite a few, like, it was nice compliments. Like, people really, I think, enjoyed it. Not just us, but like just the whole new cast and the whole remaining cast too. And so there's tons of positive feedback from like early on, and then like the next day, nobody mentioned that, and I was like, oh, thank God, I dodged a bullet there.
Yep. There's Miles just reading every comment section of every news article. He's on the Saskatoon Reddit thread, just going, what are they
Someone's, like,
saying about
digging that up
me?
right now? Like, I gotta see that.
Oh,
You don't need
Craigslist.
to.
They said, man, Miles got singled out a bunch in comments. People were like, I like the new hosts. These comedians are really, really funny. Like, both of you guys, they were like,
I
we
think
like the
everybody
comedians.
was-
The What's More Saskatchewan got like, I saw
Oh,
like 4
yeah.
comments about that where they're like, this was a great idea to do that.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
fun.
I copied it and did it on my show. I
got
did What's
stopped
More
at the co-op.
Saskatoon.
What's more Saskatchewan than that? I got stopped while looking for meat at the co-op on 33rd, and the guy's like, hey, you guys did a great job on Telomere.
so
I got, yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
Did
Tammy,
not expect this. My hands are cold, but
Tammy gave me an email because there was like the chair of Telemiracle 17. So like, I was wearing the Telemiracle 17 hat
Oh,
that
yeah.
I got from the store. They were
mint,
selling old
yeah.
stuff. And I can't remember it word for word, but the Telemiracle 17 chair was watching and saw the hat.
Oh,
and then
cool.
like came down and watched in the studio audience because they were on the fence about it. They're like, no, we ended up coming down because it was like, oh, that's cool. So I was like, oh, that's an awesome story. So yeah, no, I'm getting a lot of those like emails and stories and stuff where it's like, yeah, man, like, you know it's a big deal going into it, and then you realize, oh yeah, it's
I don't
Telemiracle.
think I
Everyone's
did.
kind of watching it. Like, yeah, I was pretty dumb and
Honestly?
naive thinking to it, but like, man, it'll be kind of like whatever. Like, it's yeah. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, holy, I got like an overwhelming. I don't know about you guys, but like the requests folder on Instagram. Like, not to your direct DMs, but you go to requests. Man, I like after there's like 50 plus of just like
yeah.
random people being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man, good job," and it was like, "Oh man, that was pretty overwhelming."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you forget that you're like, oh yeah, everybody's watching.
Everybody,
this.
yeah, good chunk of people
Everybody's
were
aware.
watching,
Like
yeah.
it's weird to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I had that dumb naivety, if that's a word. Yeah, naivety.
pretty
Yeah,
good to
but
me, yeah.
going into it,
Oh,
because
wow.
if I would have known afterwards, I would
Judges?
have probably blown.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would have probably blown it then. I would have been so
Oh, yeah.
such a nervous wreck. But going into it, I just kind of like young
Well,
and dumb.
I don't know how like what your experience was like, but the first 5 times we were supposed to go up on stage, we were like backstage looking at the schedule and stuff. We're like, okay, in 10 minutes we got to enter from that side of the stage.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna send it over to Kate or whatever. And then literally someone would just grab us by the backs and shove us on a stage and go, something went wrong, get out there.
Yeah.
And then they just literally
yeah.
shove us,
Yeah.
and we would just be like panicked
Yeah.
and be like, okay, hello, oh my God, like just
Yeah.
like trying to get your feet back under you. And like, I mean, we're both pretty experienced with talking into a mic, but like
it's
it
different
was,
though. Like
it was
it's
so
live
nuts.
and there's an audience and
I'd never looked into a TV camera. in my life. And so, okay, it's 7:15. Let's try this for the first time.
Yeah.
Like 4 hours later, we're finally taught how to say a total properly.
Yeah.
And
Like that's the thing. If we get to do this again, like hopefully, fingers crossed, like that, we're gonna be so much better at it.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's the biggest takeaway.
Well,
that
I was just
well, you
getting the
hope
swing
so.
of it. Like right at the end, I was like, man, I'm hitting my stride.
That's how it felt.
Exactly. It's like 4 p.m. It's like I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Yeah.
Boys,
I wish this was 44 hours.
I was holding my kid half the time too backstage. I was just like, oh yeah, we gotta go. Like
in the business, they call this a reset. Hanging out with the Backstage Lounge show possibility as we move forward here at the Monday edition of your show. Miles Morrison over there, Clayton Kroger beside him, Matt Donlevy right here, and in between Matt and Clayton, you'll see a Telemiracle 49 shirt that Maggie was wearing during Telemiracle. That's the shirt she was wearing for all the pictures from all the fans coming through and getting pictures with her, which is pretty crazy on its own, as she has become quite the mascot around here. So you're talking about the mistakes that were made and how easy it is to sort of, trip into them. While everyone was on stage, you guys were doing one of these big things, whatever it was, maybe a total or something, and I was just hanging out with Kyle. He goes, "Hey, you want to take the dog out there?" It's like Bentley? Like, yeah, go take Bentley across. I'm like, okay. So I get the dog, and I'm like, "You sure?" He's like, "Oh yeah, go up there." So I'm walking across the stage just with the dog, because the dog wanted to go up there, and then I look at everyone, and everyone's looking like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you up here with the dog? You can't do that." So I just turn around feeling like, I'm not really welcome up here right now, so I just do a nice little cool turn and go back. And I'm like, there you go. Kyle goes, "That was awesome. That was great." And then Sabine comes back. She's like, "Yeah, what were you doing with the dog up there?" It's like, "Well, Kyle told me to walk the dog up there." She goes, "Yeah, we were all told no dogs were allowed on the stage." And I was like, "Well, that's probably why I was feeling very unwelcome then, wouldn't it be?" She's like, "Yeah, probably." So I'm like, okay. So even then, like, I made a mistake and I felt bad, but at the same time, the producer told me to walk the dog up, and it's like that live feeling where that stuff can just happen. And then I told him, like, "Yeah, I guess I might have just like broke all the laws here for dogs on stage." He's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "I don't know, I was talking to him." He's like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it." But even then, I felt like I just ruined Telemiracle. You know what I mean? Like that little thing.
There was a little disconnect between like the one, like the side house crew, and then like the behind the cameras crew, and then the guys in the. And I mean, they all
a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, and they did a phenomenal job. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I would say 99% of people had no idea how wild it got at some points, because it just flows like a. I mean, they put on a heck of a production.
Yeah.
But there was one time where they had told us, don't ever walk behind the stage. Always enter from the front. And then one of the guys grabbed us, and I'm not going to name names.
Of course.
And he goes, "You have to enter from the other side." And we're like, we don't have time. We're up in 10 seconds or whatever. He goes, "Get back there." And he just like, again, shoved us. Yeah. And we just went running. And they're like, "Please welcome Miles Morrison and Matt Donlevy." And we're in the back by a camper van somewhere. Like we're just in the booties. And then I'm sure, I think it was Beverly Mahood and maybe JoJo or somebody had to like run up and fill time until we got physically back up on stage, and we're like, well, that was not our fault, but
we couldn't have been more ready to go on stage. Like you and I were like a foot away from everybody who could tell us what to do.
Just go run a football field and back.
Okay, and you were supposed to be on stage 3 seconds ago. So,
but that's like the safety railings we had as like a new cast. Mm-hmm. Like all of those things that we felt like could have been mistakes by whoever, none of it ever became a mistake. Like we had so many people in the right position to make sure that we were good. You know what I mean? Like there was never once where I wasn't good and I knew it. Like in my head, the entire time, like you don't belong here, like all that stuff that you're dealing with.
Nobody made you feel like you were making mistakes. Like they were very supportive and
so crazy.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, this was such a special time.
During the family hour one time, my son Morris wanted to go on stage, like because during the family hour, the 9 to 10 on the Sunday morning there, kids were allowed like to be on stage. They did the Baby Shark, got to hold Rory, but man, he got so scared of the mascot, like Teddy, the Telemiracle. So yeah, we're going up there, and I'm all ready to do my thing, and then all of a sudden, I see my like little 3.5-year-old just screaming, running across the stage.
Terrifying.
Like, oh, don't hit anything he can't see. He's gonna trip over a cord or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I didn't really participate in that total. I was just kind of like, I'm lazy. Okay, I'm gonna go. See you later. But that's the thing. It was always, again, like it was just kind of like, everyone made mistakes, so it wasn't like nobody was perfect. So it was just like,
I went once we got more comfortable. They brought out the Grey Cup, and I was like,
I missed
I'm
the
going
Grey
over
Cup.
there. And
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not asking for permission. And I just walked across.
100%.
I can't remember who I was with, but I was with somebody at the side. I don't remember who it was, but I was like, I'm going over there. And they're like, are you supposed to? And I was like, I'm doing it. And they're like, yeah, do it. I mean, it might have been Sabine because she's pretty
that
cool.
sounds right.
And I just walked over
She's
there.
coming on this week. I'm going to
Yeah.
check in with her too.
And then Kate was like, I'm sorry, I'm not really throwing it to you, Miles, but I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. It's fine. and I just got to give a kiss to the Grey Cup, and then I just walked
Just a
off. And I was
drive-by?
like, how
Yeah.
cool was that?
Yeah.
Like,
On the card, it was written that Clayton's a Bomber fan. That's the only reason I got invited up there. And it was like, make fun of Clayton, make him sit there and look at the Grey Cup that the Riders won. And I was like, hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's really nice of you.
Yeah, even just to have that, right? Just the Grey Cup randomly showing up.
Yeah, that was
You know,
super cool.
Like
Yeah.
those cool little moments. We didn't get the Grey Cup in the backstage lounge. Poor LB, he had his heart set on seeing that bad boy again. I think it's in there. You in there, buddy? There he is. How upset were you didn't get to see the Grey Cup? I guess you just saw it when they won when you were there, hey? Okay, yeah.
like that's how many things were going on that it feels like that wasn't
Lots of
even like
moving
a,
parts.
you know, I mean, it was a big moment, but it wasn't like
It
one of the
this big
top
scheduled
things.
thing where
Yeah,
it's
like
there,
there's
everything's
there's
on
so
its-
many of those
yeah.
moments that.
Man, like that's just.
Hey, what do you guys do with these? With the charcuterie boards?
I got a bunch of old, like,
Where you're
I got a bunch
sitting.
of those, like, up on the wall. It's a very, like, little collection in my kitchen. So I got, like, 9 of them.
Oh,
And that's,
really?
like, the cool one.
Charcuterie
Yeah.
boards?
Oh, nice.
Well, like,
I've
just,
never
like, no,
been
like,
in my
like cutting
life.
boards and stuff like that. Like, we got, like, a couple for our wedding that were, like, custom engraved and stuff like
Okay.
that. So we got, like, a little
It's
collection.
pretty sweet. Like
So,
I
yeah.
plan on at some point doing a charcuterie with my bologna and my cheese slices. On
Your
that thing.
Lunchables?
Yeah.
Just flip it over.
So I'm probably gonna do that at some point. But otherwise, I think it's a great little
That's a
stage
paddling.
prop.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what I've been
Yeah.
using it
Give
for.
it to some high
Lots
yeah.
of paddling,
just,
obviously.
just wrecking some ninth graders' lives.
Have you used it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My
Adult situations.
my
Ooh,
grandpa was a
nice.
dude that like volunteered for everything, and he always had like those type of things, like a plate or like an old engraved train whistle from
Something really
volunteering
cool.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. You know, like the old guys have like those like
Yeah.
trophy mantle stuff.
I love it.
and it felt like my first one, and I
Yeah,
was like,
nice.
"That's so cool!" So I put it on my mantle.
Going to those
at home.
small town bars, I try to get like a hat or a glass or something like that.
awesome
It's like a little
series, by
memento
the
with
way.
something on it with the date or something.
Man,
Because
how much love are you getting for that one? That like out of all the stuff you've done, like the Zamboni one's been life changing, but this small town bar one has been absolutely life changing.
the bars is way more fun because I get to do it like right after work and because you know like
to a
Zamboni's got to go to like late at night and whatever.
Yeah,
so it's
true,
just
when
I
it's
took
an
kind of a break from that. But yeah, I don't mind the bars, man. Like there's so many more good ones to go to too, and it's just like. I
gift
don't
that
know. There's
keeps
so
on
much
giving.
fun. Like I don't like you just kind of like hey like you walk in, you meet some new friends, and you're like hey, can I make a video on your bar? And it's like not for like an ad or anything. I just want to make a video on it and eat some food. They're like yeah, for sure. And then half the time they're like oh yeah, you're that guy. So I get that so much.
You
because
don't-
I,
you don't
there's,
phone
like,
ahead?
Oh no, I always randomly just show up. I hate phoning ahead because you're just like hey like well, let's do something special. Look at me. Like I just like showing up and doing it and kind of being like yeah, let's yeah.
Just a guy.
I don't know. I'm just a guy.
This is
Yeah,
the
just guy
whole-
at a bar. That's the experience that you get.
This
right?
is
Like,
one of those things that we deal with as radio people, in that people. It's so hard to do in a business where it's always look at me, look at me, look at me. When it's guys like you and I who don't say look at me, it's like look at how cool this place is. Look at how cool this guy is doing this.
Yeah.
It's a different road through that sort of journey.
Yeah,
So
you-
I know what you mean.
it's not
Like, we
about the
don't-
me. It's not about the me
Exactly.
thing with this.
Yeah,
It's more
that's
like
the
about
whole
like it's a
thing.
fun series to put together because
And
like,
that
I just
business isn't
I
used
just
to
remember
that.
being 19 going to like my first like bar was like Bradwell, like was Hank's Tavern, and like it's such a sick bar. I remember being like 19,
Dude.
just being like, these are bars.
Did they have
And
the
then I'd go
urinals?
to like Saskatoon bars. I'd be like, oh, these are nothing like Bradwell, right? Like this is not like
Smells
Big Mers
awful.
and Asquith, like all the bars around Saskatoon, like those small town bar like around the city. Man, they're so cool and so unique. And then the bars in the city are like, oh, they kind of. I love the strip mall lounges. Like I love the Mr. Ribses and all those. But man, like it's just kind of the small town bar is a small town bar.
Did
Yeah,
Hank
that's why-
still have those urinals with
Oh,
the
yeah.
really funny stuff?
Oh,
yeah, very cool.
That's
Yeah.
why Hanks and Big Mers are still going, and the
Like-
Pat and the Scuzz are all closed down.
Exactly.
That's
like-
it. That's a good point. Very good point.
No, thanks. Yeah, but no, yeah, I want to keep doing them. But like that's sometimes doing like the radio show and then hitting the road for 2 hours and then doing the
I don't
bar
know
and
how
then
you
driving
survive,
back and it's
man.
like that's a little bit of a day. But at the same time, it's so fun. Then I get greedy and I do like 2 bars on the way home and it's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, sorry, honey, I'll be home in a bit. Like, stop
Like you're
it.
one and only
But it's
get
like
out
I'm
of
working
jail
and it's
free,
but it's like
yeah.
but you're stopping at bars on the way home. It's like I know, but
That's
that's
for
work.
work.
I'm sorry. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
That's so true, man. I used to have that fight all the time doing remotes. I used to say doing remotes as a radio person is another job. It's a second job. And then it became an argument within my family realm, as I wasn't actually getting a second job. It was still a part of my first job. And so that became a thing down the line where it's like, you're not contributing enough because you won't get a second job. It's like, I'm working every Saturday on these remotes. Like, that's a second job, you know? It's just the different dynamics and the way people look at all of it. So. That's neither here nor there. I will tell you, we got some businesses we got to shut up right now, like Next Level Painting, which you will see right away on that banner below your screen. Best in the biz at what they do. They got a QR code on their paint can. You can hit that up. They will come into your place and do all the work for you, including the roof and the wall and finding your keys if you lost them 5 months ago and fixing your studio clock. That was 6 minutes fast. Thanks to Riley, the foreman with Next Level Painting, for doing all that for us. And we are getting ready to do the green screen on the back of the Twitch studio as well. They are so good. Carly joins us every Thursday as well to talk about the contracting world and all that. So thank you to our friends over at Next Level Painting as well. We love wings around here. Bugsy's the best in the business when it comes to wings. 69 different flavors for you to enjoy. They got them all in a nice little passport you can pick up at either location, Lawson Heights or Market Mall. And then once you knock out all 69 of those flavors, by the way, Tuesday and Thursdays, over half price off in-house, you win this shirt of a ruckus cock shredding on top of an amplifier wearing Legion of Doob shoulder pads, which is very badass. Demand respect in any room you go into. You can also bring them right to your door with Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's, order the plain wing. In the memo, put the flavors you want on your passport that come right to your door. And I was talking with Brad last week. It sounds like end of April is when we will be doing our big 69 wing challenge, taking the show live on location at Bugsy's, probably Lawson Heights, ordering all 69 flavors of wings, and we're going to crush them all. Rank them. I know we like to rank things. Make a list, and then whoever eats the most gets to take the shirt home. So we're going to have an extravaganza.
Wings?
Well, we're going to have like 20 people.
Okay.
If you guys want to come, let me know. We'll put you on the list. It's going to be, we're basically taking over the whole store. We're just crushing wings.
Love Bugsy.
It's like one of the many dreams.
Sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping this will be the thing that makes me not love wings so much. Like, I'm hoping I eat so many that I like at least take like a second glance at a wing.
You're hoping to hit your wing rock bottom.
That's it.
They're Bugsy's wings, though?
Yeah.
I got bad news.
Don't say
You're
it.
going to love them more.
I did the best wings in Saskatoon thing. I went to like 30 places. Bugsy's is like top 5, if not top 3.
They're right there.
Juice to
Top
crunch.
one on this
The juice to
show.
crunch ratio, man. The juice to crunch ratio. It's
Right there.
solid. It's
And
right
they
there.
got the cauliflower bites too if you get into the chicken part. So
And
they
it's
got
the
everything you
sand.
need.
It's the beach toys for the bones. It's a nice little touch.
Very, very true. What do we want to do now? Because we just story told for pretty much 3/4 of the
Draft?
show. Do we want to
Well,
try a draft, or do we
that's
want to wait
very
for
fun.
next
Draft?
That's so funny.
That's how I thought this would go.
Yeah, we called it. You guys
this
called
is
it way
This is
before.
very indicative of how it went at Telemiracle.
Yes.
Miles and
All this
Clayton
prep.
and I had a lot of things we wanted to do.
So many.
On stage, backstage, at the overnights. We had a sit down at Clayton's house.
Like 3 weeks before, we came up with all these ideas. Like, all right, let's go. I started the group chat, the Butter Tart
Yeah.
Boys, and everything. And we're like, all right, let's get
hoping
to
we were
this.
getting the
And then all of a
Butter
sudden, we
Tarts.
get there, and like 2 hours in, I realized, like, oh man, there's
Well,
not going to
we-
be time for any of it.
It's like, oh, Miles and I worked on like 6 things we were going to do with you, and
Yeah.
by hour 1.5, we're
Already
like, we're
blown
never
out.
going to talk
We're
to
not
Gary
even-
again.
We're not even going to think about one of those.
Those are all gone out
Yeah.
the window.
Yeah.
We had a
Think
big
of
prop
this-
bucket and everything, and it was just like, oh.
I brought so many things.
Yeah.
Okay, do
And
you want to
it's-
hear the things we're going to do with Gary? I've got them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
love
here are
this.
the
There's a-
ideas we wanted to
These
do.
are the ones that we're going to do. We're going to do a butter tart speed competition with you.
Yeah.
To see who could hammer back one the fastest. And then we're going to do.
That's the one I was looking for.
We're going to talk about all the ideas that we're going to do. I think during the overnights that didn't make the cut, but we could have just talked about all the ideas because we came up with 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
And then, you just. It's funny too, like we were saying, like they're talking in your ear. That was the first time I ever wore an earpiece too.
too.
So like, we were in the middle of our opening set, and during the middle of a setup, and they're like, "Wrap it up," and you're like, let me get to the punchline."
I
And then-
can't.
So you do the punchline, you get the laugh, you go, okay, and that's it for us, and you hop off, and then the next time they're like, fill 2 minutes down.
Before.
But we were gonna fantasy draft Telemiracle hosts. We were going to taste test food from around the province.
That's a fun one.
We're gonna play name that tune, which was kind of a ridiculous spin on it. Where I think
It's just gonna be. It's bad. Like I would play a note or like a chord on guitar,
you
and
just
you would
throw
just.
something out
It'd
there.
be some song.
Yeah.
Any
Raining
song.
Blood by Slayer.
Yeah,
And then
Always
we
not
were-
Raining Blood.
Taylor's version.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
and then we were
The
gonna
answer is just always Taylor's version.
we're gonna play Canadian Tire Flyer.
I think that's the one we're going to do today.
We
to finish
Should we
off.
do that?
We should do that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And we're gonna
if I can get you guys back here, this doesn't have to be a weekly thing, but I'm thinking like the Backstage Lounge show would be like a monthly thing. If we can get everyone together once a month, we can start knocking these things out. Maybe we'll bring our other friends if some guys can't make it and start incorporating everyone into this. So I think that's a good idea. Now, should we do the rest of our business before we hop on to the Canadian Tire?
Let's do that.
All right, sure. Everyone's singing voices feeling good?
Yep.
I guess you guys won't even know the words, so that we won't be able to do that. That's okay. I do have to acknowledge our Twitch stream. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media is where you find us. I believe Uncle Brando will be back on there tomorrow. We're just coming off a huge celebration of Pi Day on Saturday, where our friends over at Vern's Pizza Dance. There it is. Vern's Pizza putting out 15-inch Vern's Original Thick Double T-Rex or the Vern Special for just $31.40. It was insane. So we had one of those bad boys on the Friday night Twitch stream, which we do every Friday for the Friday night pizza party. And then for our makeup stream on Saturday, we had another one. I think I probably took home, and the home being my gut, probably took home about 20 pieces of Vern's over Friday and Saturday and wanting more. Like, it's so unbelievably good. So thank you again to them for the big celebration of Pi Day. That is our good friends over at Vern's Pizza. Always so good. I get this guy out of here like that. There goes our Twitch. Website right there. Royal Anders made it, so you know it's very British and royal. DufferinAve.com. Very simple, very easy to use. And that brings us, fellas, to our email song. So Triangle Man over there. End a song. I'll do one of these. You'll know. Make it your own, however you want. That could work too.
Yeah, just a classic triangle, yeah.
Whatever you want to do, man, it is yours. But you have to wait till the song is done. And just so everyone knows, when we're singing it, it'll probably be me singing, but there is a auto-tune. So if anyone else talks during the song, it'll go... So I'll just do that part.
It goes what? Oh.
Wait, one more time?
It literally sounds just like that.
Sorry, how does it sound? Oh, okay.
Okay?
I thought so.
So we'll all just look good, and then I'll send this, and as I look at you, you ding that thing. Okay. If you have a business, you have an organization, you got a fundraiser coming up that's doing a lot of good, just need some more eyes and ears. We are slowly, well, dare I say, quickly nowadays, becoming the hyper-local voice of this city when everyone's out there, wondering, where did our local go? Where is our local? We are right here for you, and we are here to help, okay? We just want to do good. It's the only time in your life you have an offer too good to be true, because on our end, we're not here looking to get rich. We're not here saying, this is how much it will cost, this is what you get. We say, how much you got and what do you want to do? And by doing that, it allows us all to be a part of this movement of making the world a better place and just being nice to each other. I've been saying it a lot lately. It's so sad that we live in a world now where we have to remind people to just be nice to each other. But that's where we're at. So if you want to get on that train and you want to start making the world a better place, reach out to us, all right? Very easy to do. You guys ready? Okay. Totally ready. Just send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. Contact@DufferinAve.com. Still going. No, cut. That is the email. This is the theme song. Remix. Out of everyone who's made it their own, I think you just won for best rendition of
I was a bit early.
Song. That was really
I was
early.
a bit early. Was the only critique. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. That's
Just like Telemiracle, boys.
I was a little early.
Telemiracle, ain't no one gonna yell at you here.
No.
We just put out our best efforts.
Maggie didn't like that. She's pissed.
Well, no, she knows that it's almost supper time. When she hears that song, it usually means she's getting close to eating.
That's
so
funny.
She's pretty amped up. All right, for the final stretch here of the Monday edition of your show, the Backstage Lounge edition, hanging out with Miles Morris, and we got Clayton Croker over there, Matt Don Levy right here. We are going to take one of the many ideas that were created for Telemiracle. Think of this as your own Backstage Lounge, fellas, because over there, that's where the overflow came, and all of the content we couldn't quite get on the big show came to us in the Backstage Lounge. So we're basically just doing that and continuing it right here, which is very, very cool. So take it away, my friend. Tell us what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Okay, here's a little fun game that is called Canadian Tire Flyer Lower or Higher.
Love it.
I've got this one's done in a couple of days. So these are fresh as hell deals that you can get at your local Canadian Tire. Not a sponsor at all.
yet.
Why would until today, maybe.
Until they
We'll
see
see.
this. There
Call
you
me. Call him. I don't work here. So
Yeah, you're all family now,
So here's
by the way.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. When I get a new flyer, I'll come back and
for
deliver. I
better or
deliver
worse.
these too.
For
That's how I
better
got one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read the regular price for an item.
Okay.
Then I'm going to say is the actual sale, because everything is on sale at Canadian Tire, always and forever, even if we put it fresh on the shelf, it's already on sale. Regular price, I'm going to say if the sale price is lower or higher than a certain amount. Okay?
Okay.
So it's going to be it's going to be lower, obviously, but it's going to be, you got to guess if it's lower or higher. Okay, and the winner gets nothing. So let's gets maybe a
The
hug.
winner can go buy that item.
The winner gets that item for the sale price. All right. Okay, so we'll start off easy here. On the front page here. Okay. We got a Ninja.
Oh, I need one of those.
You got a Ninja Professional Blender.
Oh, the blender.
Oh, the blender.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking the person
really
too.
using
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a real life Canadian Tire Ninja.
That'd be amazing.
They're the ones that work in the tire
He's very
section.
quiet.
Never see him coming.
The ones,
Very well trained.
Yeah, they hide. They're good.
Very honorable.
It's
I
a
imagine.
blender
High
duo
honor.
with auto IQ, guys. So we're not fooling around. Okay, this is a real good deal. So the
Horrible business strategy. You have ninjas. You can't find them anywhere to ask where anything is. Why can't anyone help me?
they're the
You gotta
only
find them,
ninjas
they're
that wear
ninjas.
red too, other than the Power Ranger, the red one, and Jason.
Nice.
I go old school with my Power Rangers.
good
So it's
reference.
Not bad, eh?
Very good.
Okay, so regular price is $219.99.
Okay.
Is the sale price higher or lower than $160?
Whoa.
It's a good deal.
It
Okay.
sounds like it.
I think that
Canadian
deal-
Tire Flower lower or higher?
I'm going lower.
You're saying it's
I think
lower.
It's lower. Yeah.
Oh, so I can't pick
Pretty
lower.
saturated market.
No,
right
you guys
now.
can
whatever.
pick.
We can pick
We
all
are
the same if we want.
We're
What-
making up the rules as we go.
whatever
Yeah,
your heart
just like-
tells you.
I'm also going lower.
You're saying lower?
I think I have to make this a clean sweep because I want to see that thing get lower.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Let's get lower, baby.
I got bad news,
Oh
everybody.
no, we suck.
It's no fun when everybody gets it right. Totally right.
Hey,
Ole,
there we
ole,
go.
ole.
It's a $70 sale on right now, $149.99.
That's-
So
Again,
Not
everybody has
bad.
a blender, right? They got to get
Not
rid of
bad.
it.
The only
Pretty
problem
good
here
one.
is there's going to be none left for us now.
exactly, they only had 3.
What a deal.
All right. Okay, so still on the front page, got a Master Vac, wet dry vac with hose and accessories.
Oh, I know
Okay.
those are pricey.
Okay, 100. I'm not gonna do the 99 cents part.
Yeah.
$110 is the regular price.
Okay.
Wow.
Is this thing higher or lower than $75?
I'm
The
saying
entire
higher.
price.
I'm saying higher.
I'm going to ride with the hot hand. I'm going lower.
You're saying
Yeah,
lower.
I'm going
You said
lower.
higher than 75. You said lower than 75. Gary?
It's got to be higher because it was way too good of a deal last time.
Yeah.
The first one. So I got to go higher.
Okay. Higher than $75. You're wrong, you idiots. It's lower.
Let's go.
So dumb right now.
2 for 2.
The actual retail price of the sale is $71.
I
So,
should have studied.
Yeah, come on. This comes in every mailbox, you fool.
Just like all
Okay.
that homework, man.
Yeah,
Just-
they gave us the answer
over there,
sheets
yeah.
in our mailbox.
yeah, we just didn't need it. That's fair.
Okay, we're going to go right to the next page that I found here.
I like this. Man, I love Prices Right.
Not bad, hey? It's pretty good. Okay, we are going to socket sets, guys.
Oh,
no.
now you're screwed.
Most of-
Not
Yeah,
my
that's-
forte.
Half
there.
are dads, half are not.
Not my
well,
forte.
not that we know of.
Not that we know.
I'm not that good.
That's my guy.
And careful with that joke; it's an antique. Okay, this is general use socket sets. Comes in 3-drawer toolbox,
Oh, 3-drawer.
270 pieces, 60 teeth, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive sizes. This baby's got it all.
Whoa.
Yeah, if you got a garage, you can fill it up with
What's the
one of
brand?
these.
Can we
Alrighty,
say
this
the
is a
brand?
Mastercraft. So if
Okay.
you lose a head, you just take it in. It's like I need a new one. They'll give you a new one.
What a deal.
You can quote me on that. Okay, so regular retail price is $265. That's regular.
That seems like a deal already.
Yeah, it does.
Not bad.
Yeah.
This or $6.60 over 24 months if you want to do that.
Come on.
If you want to
I
go,
could actually afford that.
Yeah.
Now you're talking my language here.
They don't
Okay.
say the interest here, Gary. Maybe
Okay.
hold the horses on
Okay,
that.
all right.
Okay.
Thank you for pulling
Is
me in.
Canadian Tire Flyer, lower or higher, is the actual retail price higher or lower than $170?
That'd be $90.
That's a huge discount. I'm going to say higher. I'm
Tire?
going higher. Got to be higher.
You say it's higher than $170.
Yeah.
Okay. Higher. We got one higher.
I'm going lower again.
Clayton?
I'm riding lower.
Living
Going
on
the
low.
lower train.
No, you don't
Very
even want to
impressive.
try.
No,
You wanna try a new
lower.
answer.
Lower.
Miles, no pressure. You did get, you're 50-50 right now.
What are the numbers?
So
It's
are
going
you.
from 269 to
It's
170.
going from 265
65.
to higher or lower than
Big
170.
drop.
That changes everything. If it was 269.
This would have been so fun on the show.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lower.
Saying lower?
Yeah.
The only one riding high, hey?
Yep. And now
No,
you're
you're
riding low
losing.
because you lost.
That's it. I felt
It is lower.
Hey,
It is lower. Yeah, that's how triangles
broke
work.
it
You
from
hold
last
aside.
time.
The actual
I've never seen
retail.
someone break a triangle
The actual,
before.
it's bent.
It's got the mute on there.
Yeah.
You got to mute it.
He was playing YYZ. The actual retail price is $158.
Man, how would they get by? How are they in business? That makes
I don't
no
know. They have a lot of them.
They're Canadian Tire.
Exactly.
sense. Yeah, I guess
They
in the name,
run
yeah.
this.
Okay.
Very fair.
You know.
We are.
One more. We'll do
We'll
one
do
more.
one more. We're going to go to the
then we'll
tire
call.
section at the very back. Everyone needs
Oh,
tires.
there we
It's,
go.
it's almost spring.
Best
It's going to be
smell.
spring this week, kind of.
A little bit.
So we're going to have to change out our tires, right? Okay, so we're going to change it up a little bit.
I like it.
You can't repeat answers. We're going to see how much money can you save if you buy a set of 4 tires.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
boy.
And okay, so
This is
I'm going
like
to give you the
showcase
brand.
showdown
Yep.
portion of the show.
I'm going to give you the brand and what they're for and if they're all season or not.
Okay.
Okay. So these are. Let's go with.
Come on!
I know. It's called tension.
Too many
okay?
options.
My heart can't take this.
This guy had coffee for the first time in 3 years at Telemiracle, and it showed. These are okay. We're gonna go with Michelin tires, just like the restaurants.
5 stars,
We
baby.
love eating
Yep.
Okay.
at. We can
Love
all
getting
afford
my
to go
advice
there
from
for
the
sure.
tire
Primacy MXM4 tires. Okay,
Ooh.
these are middle of the line.
These
They're
are
made
as
with-
average as it gets.
An instant rebate when you buy 4. How much money can you save when you buy a set of 4?
How much is one?
How much? It's not part of the question.
I'm gonna save probably 30. I'm gonna save $135.
$135.
Are we,
Miles.
Can I say percent?
No, it has to be. I
too
need a
hard.
dollar
Listen to
figure.
the rules, man.
Dollar
Respect the
figure.
game.
Yeah, come on.
And what was the
I
total?
didn't stutter.
What was the total price?
That's not part of this. You just say how much money can you save if you buy a set of 4.
Oh, jeez.
If I had that information, I'd happily give it to you. But
Okay.
that's part of
Okay.
Canadian. That's how they make their money. Is you go in and you save X amount, and then they're like, oh, it's
This
$7,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so how much money can you save? You buy 4 Michelin. Oh, they're all-season car and CUV tires. Is that still 135?
Change the thing for me.
Does that change-
Okay,
You said what? 136?
135.
135.
135? Oh, I think it's more. I'm gonna say 200.
Get your head out of
Save
your ass.
200.
Yeah. Tires are expensive.
Dude, $275.
You saving
Okay.
$275.
$275. Final answer. Here we
135.
go.
Lock
it in.
Okay. So, Price is Right rules.
Oh, I went
Closest
over for sure. I went
without
over.
going
Two,
over.
Yeah.
well, they're modified because you all went over.
Oh,
Oh,
But
I definitely lost.
the person who went
the savings is $9.
the person who went over the least is none other than Clayton Croker.
Here,
Okay.
$100. You save only $100. Wow.
Rock Oh, amazing.
Are those yours?
Champ
yeah.
is here.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna do that to so yeah. Hey, can I borrow your glasses?
Yeah,
Mom?
let me see those for a second, loser.
Boys,
Well, 4 for 4. No big
oh,
deal.
Canadian
That was
Tire.
fun. We should do that again sometime.
That's a
I
very,
like being
very
the
fun
game
one.
show host with you guys. It's
Ne-
fun.
Next time we get
Oh,
back,
my eye.
we're gonna get into the next
Gonna cut those
one.
glasses, you meathead.
Clayton's the first winner of Canadian Tire Higher or Lower.
Let's
and, now,
go.
and now you're down a good triangle and a good pair of sunglasses.
Worth every penny. Worth every single penny. That's what it takes.
Those don't
That's what it
grow
takes to
on
be a
trees.
champ.
Yeah.
Boys, absolutely incredible job today, as always. LB, you want to go ahead and wake Frankie up, and we'll make our way out of here for the inaugural Backstage Lounge edition of your show. one thing I learned today, I'll tell you real quick, is I don't think Telemiracle will ever leave our thoughts again. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah,
and,
amen.
We're all way better for it, and we're all, fingers crossed, hoping we're back there next year to do it all again, because there was some very special, whatever you want to call it, going down. Lifelong bros for life type of thing. So
Yeah,
I really appreciate that. And to hopefully future guests like JoJo, our buddy, and Sabine, and Shaylin, and Justine, and, you know, everybody. Everyone's always welcome here, obviously. George and Kate and Brad and Beverly and Jeffrey, like the whole team, man. It was family, and we're all family now.
Not Shaylin.
Except for Shaylin, obviously.
Not invited.
Rude.
The best. I'm telling you, when I say like bros for life, like her and Justine, we're literally on a group chat. And I was like, this is the first group chat I've ever actually enjoyed in my life. And it's
Thanks.
true.
Hey, thanks, man.
Well, guys, I'm
Thanks,
probably
man.
on
Oh.
like with you alone, I'm probably on 3 different ones. This is what I mean. Like, there's so many.
Oh, so you
group
hate
chats
me
out
in
there.
3 different group chats is what you're saying.
This one is my favorite.
No, yeah,
honestly.
thanks, man.
I love all the other ones.
Yeah, people don't forget.
But it's a very special thing. So thank you for coming on here and giving a little insight into the big weekend as a whole. Parting thoughts before we go, starting with you, Miles. Anything you want to throw in there before we make our way out for the day?
Oh boy.
I know it's putting you on the spot, and you
It's
can just
whatever.
whatever.
Well,
It's a
I don't
lot.
know. It's hard to like sum up just how wild of a experience that was. Like when we first, I'll try and make this as quick
It's all
as I
good.
can,
We're gonna
but
go over time anyway. It's fine.
when we first got asked, I literally thought we were doing like a comedy set there.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, we want you to present. And then it was like, oh no, we want you to do the whole overnights. And then it was like, oh no, we want you to join the main cast, and we want you to do check presentations and stuff. And then by the time that you know you're talking to these people and you're seeing the impact, and then they break the all-time record, and everybody's bawling backstage, and you're like, what did I sign up for?
What is happening?
It's such a roller coaster to try and like even explain to people that weren't there but that saw it on TV, and they're like, I'm still reeling from it.
Yeah.
I had people at a tool supplier today give me high fives today
Yeah, dude.
for it, like
Everywhere
2
we
weeks
go,
later.
I
like
know,
it's
man. It's special.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I was
really
so happy
special.
I went into it like pretty naive and like not thinking like okay, like whatever, like knowing like it's a big one, Telemiracle 50 or whatever, but went into it just kind of being like, hey, just go in guns a-blazing, kind of winging a bit and see how it goes, right? And then worked out okay. And then afterwards you're thinking like, oh, probably should have done it a little bit more or something, you know? Like, but I think that's what we all kind of went in there, like not knowing what it would be exactly be, right? Because you can't tell it, like, I don't know. Can't
know
really
till
get
you're there.
anybody ready for that. So it's like, I don't know, going into it like that
Although
was
Strip
the best.
Down got us pretty ready.
Yeah, that was
Strip
fun.
Down Telemiracle takeover,
Yeah, that
which was
was-
incredible.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, dude.
Kyle and Leo, I said I made that cuck chair joke, and Kyle and Leo were like, "Why did
thought
we
we were
get
gonna-
this guy?" on?" They're like, "Why? Why did you? Why?" Like,
Matt, thoughts?
It's Telemiracle is a true exercise in what's the worst that can happen when you say yes?
Yes.
You just say
Yeah.
yes
So well
all
put.
weekend. Like, what do you need? Yes, I'm here. Whatever you need. They asked us a couple times, like, I'm sorry, we have to cut what was going to be a very dumb bit. That like we would have a lot of fun. That painting bit we were going to do.
Oh, I think we do that next year.
100%.
It's a good bit.
It's really fun, a cool idea, no spoilers, but they're like, I'm so sorry, we have to cut it. And we're like, do it. There's people
Yeah.
with money. What do you do with course cutter stuff? Like,
That's
like
it. Our job was to make sure we had stuff to cut.
we kill time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just
That's it.
we build things into the show and like, please get rid of it for more important stuff. Like it's not about us. And like it was
Exactly.
really
Right there.
it was really
That's
good.
the spirit. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Of it. And I know for a fact that we have so much more that we can talk about, and that's why I wanted to get us all together for this first one. And then now we have something to bounce back off of and continue to get all of these things that you guys worked on, some airtime and some entertainment, if you will, out of it, because I hate seeing hard work go to waste. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, especially with stuff like this. So you guys are always welcome back here. I'll keep bugging you guys until we get you in, and we'll get everyone else, and this thing will slowly grow as we continue to remind everybody. Only how many more weeks to go? Like 50 weeks until Telemiracle 51. So,
Yeah,
we
man.
gotta toughen up.
we're in there. We're in the batting cage taking them. Like, oh, that hurt a little bit, but we're okay. So this is where we can work all that stuff out and continue to remind you to donate and to be aware and keep doing those good things because this is what it's all about. So thank you to you guys. So all of our friends we were talking about throughout the show today, thank you. Hopefully we'll get you in here soon. To LB, best in the biz, buddy, we appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow with the All Out of Angst edition / the Gary's fresh off of a root canal edition of your show. And who knows what's going to happen there. It's going to be pretty fun, I imagine. So thank you again to you guys. To you at home, keep doing those good things. We love and appreciate you so much. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo. Woo-wee.
Bye.